Hey guys, so I felt like this would be too much to blog, so I decided I'd do a video instead. This is my new friend, Copper Kenny. He's a 12-year-old off-track thoroughbred that is a great-grandson to Secretariat and Royal Gold. So, in my opinion, he's pretty freaking awesome, and not to mention, does he not look like his great-granddaddy? Totally does. Now we all know Secretariat, but Royal Gold, I actually used to work at one of her home barns and we had some of her other babies and her name was like all over. So I'm not surprised that I fell totally in love with him. So I've been in a program. I kept this a secret, but I've actually been in a training program for a little over a month now. When I first got back to riding, I felt like I'd forgotten how and like I didn't know why I did it or why I loved it and all that stuff. It's pretty sucky. Shay will do pretty much anything I ask so I can cheat a bit and relax and like I don't have to think about it. But as far as like becoming a coach or training again, I never thought I would remember how or be able to relearn how to do it or like how to work with people or even just how to ride the movements. And even the ones that I do know how to do, I don't remember like why I would do them or what the purpose was. So I needed a coach. I wanted somebody to help, I guess, tune me up. Well, I've decided to continue on my path, and my goal that I was doing originally, I wanted to be a certified instructor. So I've now switched from Equine Canada to CHA. So I am following my dream, and I'm trying to get my CHA. It's taken 5 years for me to find a coach of the caliber that I wanted, so I'm super blessed to say that I have. In that, it's been a struggle and a huge emotional branch out for me. It was hard enough thing for me to do before. Copper is the first thoroughbred that I've worked with or seen since my accident. Were caused by an on-track 2-year-old thoroughbred, so we were worried I'd have some triggers or some PTSD working with him, but we just really clicked, and I really love this guy. We're so comfortable together. Even his freakouts, I just think he's the cutest. This brings me to today. We had a huge wreck. He got spooked by way too many things. It overloaded his poor little thoroughbred brain and he just couldn't handle it. He pulled it up and out of the cross ties, almost smashing my head on the side of the shed row wall. Not good. I was not wearing a helmet because I was just brushing. He broke both the ties and ran out of the shed row, and all I could think about was if he was going to be okay, where was he going to run to, are we close enough, that he's even listening to me as I call his name. So I sang little songs and I hummed and I laughed and I called to him and he stopped and waited up by the fence. He didn't get very far. Poor guy scared himself so bad. I did not recross tie him and he still was so scared of just being in the area by then that he ran out again of the shed row. Round 2, I have to go get him. I'm calling to him, calling him silly, singing to him, speaking calmly and giving him love. He calmed, we carried on, and just moved to a new spot in the shed row. At this point in time, I am going about my business, not even really thinking about what just happened. I was focused on tacking. My mentor pointed out what a hugely massive breakthrough this was in my recovery. I didn't have any panic attacks. I only had a little bit of anxiety, but I was focused on him and his safety. You can pretty much chalk it up to a thoroughbred moment. After this, he felt comfortable with me. He was calm. We were both calm. We bonded a lot during this episode and carried on to have literally our best ride together yet. She pointed out how I found the joy and how I've regained the why I ride, why I love them, and why I train. And it was literally reflected to me in his face. I couldn't agree more with her, and I never would have noticed it without the two of them. This really want, like, I just really want to solidify the fact that those little moments really do mean the most, and you really need to allow yourself the moment to slow down, process what just happened and what it could mean for you in your life in any of these types of situations. Allow yourself the moment to take in the small things, to feel those feelings and see from an outer view, a third person view. Today changed my life, and it's all because of a beautiful, silly red thoroughbred, and I can't thank them enough.